Coming to you live from the Lonely Isle, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Josh.
And we are taking a look at the light version of a game called A Wayfarer's Tale. A Wayfarer's Tale.
Yeah.
As opposed to my understanding is it's coming to Kickstarter later this year. This is The Lonely Isle. It's a print and play roll and write that, if I think of it when I publish this video, I'll put a link to it's on the Wayfarer Games website. We're gonna check it out, see what's up. I've been on kind of a roll and write kick lately.
Yeah.
You've been along for part of it as we've been playing through Welcome to the Moon.
I have, yeah.
But I've been playing the postmark games and a roll and write, a print and play roll and write called Galactic Gem Getter.
Nice.
Yeah, you're mining space rocks with polyomino shapes. It's very roll and write.
Yeah. That's
This is by far the most vibrant and colorful roll and write, print and play roll and write that I've seen though. I definitely, if you work in an office, I definitely recommend using work resources like I do.
Steal your company's color ink.
Yeah.
That's what Brandon is endorsing here.
Yep, exactly. I don't know if I'm printing roll and writes at home. I like to use a low ink black and white alternative, which I'm not sure whether they had for this game. But anyway, I guess let's get to it.
Let's see. It's our first play, so of course we are using permanent marker just to make it that much more challenging.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you think you could see pencils in this mess?
No, I do not.
I think even if we weren't trying to make it read as clearly as possible on camera with these Sharpies, it would still be a problem trying to make pencils work on here. So
let's just not make any mistakes.
No, none. Every move you make is permanent. No, we could probably, there's margins in these areas. If you need to scribble something out and change your mind, we'll probably accommodate within reason. So we're going to play a series of rounds where one of us is going to roll the dice and have an extra die to choose from if you're the person who rolled. But ultimately, we're each going to choose 2 dice, add them together, apply that number into one of these areas that all work differently for these companions, use it to expand our routes exploring this island, attempting to, as I talk over the airplane noise it's probably picking up on camera, as we attempt to score as many points as possible via visiting towns, having the longest single route, and accumulating treasure. Did that sound like a pretty decent one breath summary?
Yeah, I think so. And then, of course, the game ends when one of us visits every town or when one of us fails to do anything 3 times.
Right, yeah. Or, as a little wrinkle that I liked from the rules, just having only read the rules and not played, once 2 companions have been fully filled out, you can choose to start missing if you want to just accelerate the end of the game. So that's my plan, is rack up all the treasure and just end the game before you've gotten anywhere. Yeah. Before I switch the camera back and we roll some dice, let me just suggest you hit the like button. It's just below the video, or depending on your device, somewhere else. You find it. That helps us out a lot. So does subscribing. That's the main way to help us grow and keep making stuff. With that, I think you randomly determined that I am the first active player?
That is correct.
All right.
We have to pick our starting town.
Oh, yes. So we each roll... You're supposed to roll a die, and they're labeled 1 through 3 or 4 through 6. I did want to suggest that since we're just playing with 2 players, we just each start at one of the towns.
All right.
For variety's sake. So why don't you roll, and you'll take whatever you roll, and I'll take the other.
2.
2. Okay.
All right. I'm over here. So how do I mark that?
I think just mark it with an X. And I will take this desert town here. Okay, with that. So we're not touching this blue die. Is only for treasure and monster encounters. I'm going to roll the other 4. All right, we got 2 3s, a 4, and this white die 4 is the one that only I may use as the active player this turn. And then we'll swap next time. I always afraid to say this, but always mean to with roll and writes, that especially since this is a print and play, you could play along with us. So pause, print one out, come back, and then let us know in the comments how much you beat my score by. Anyway, one little wrinkle that when I was explaining the rules to you in more detail off camera, I don't think I said, is that if we ever roll the same thing on all these dice, we just re-roll them. You always have options. You'll never be literally stuck with only one choice because they're all the same. So, but you don't have a lot of options. It looks like it's six or seven.
6 or 7.
And mine is 6, 7, or 8.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So and we do this simultaneously, but we'll figure out how to communicate it for the video without talking over each other too much. I think I am going to head... I'm actually pretty interested in just knocking out like this town and treasure up here. I think I'm going to use the sailor. Take 2. It doesn't really matter. The sailor, you just need doubles, so I could take the double 3s or the double 4s, and it doesn't really matter what number. So I'm going to just write an 8 and use the sailor to cross the water like that.
Well, I'm doing something quite similar.
Oh.
I'm using a 6, but I'm going south.
Okay. Then that's that turn, and you can roll the dice.
All right.
You'll have the active one this time.
A little more variety this time, maybe.
You got it.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's something.
2, 4, 5 on the gray, and you with your white also have a 1. I would love that 1 because a low number. Yeah, you have access to a nice low number here.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I mentioned that the sailor companion we have to use to cross water by using doubles. The coachman lets us go to mountains and grassland, but we have to use numbers that increase over the entire game. The adventurer has kind of increase and decrease on these pyramids, and the merchant we have to sort of mark off rows and columns that match the number. So the merchant can take me into the desert. That looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to use a 9.
The coachman's not really going where I wanted to go, but that's okay because I can go from any direction from town. So I can just start a second path. Which seems like the thing to do.
Branching out already?
Yeah, taking advantage of a 3 for the coachman seems...
How can you not? Yeah.
So we're going to go into this grassland here.
Yeah, and I guess this...
I'm just very indecisive. I'm just,
Sure. Yeah, you got to cover your bases. You know, if you're... if we were talking about... the traveling salesman problem for this. If you're a traveling salesman, you want to cover as much, as big a region as possible. I really just want to sell to this town specifically. Yeah. So, let me roll a low number so I can go through some grass with the coachman. That's my goal here. No! Not even close. My personal die is that white 6, and then we have 2 5s and a 2.
What set of doubles?
Oh, there is doubles. Yeah, that's... Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take those doubles.
I think I might also... Maybe I'm going to sail back and try to grab that treasure doubler on the way to the town. Okay, yeah, new plan. Also, using doubles, I will write a 10 on the sailor. And I'm back. I briefly went to shore and then back onto the lake.
Ooh.
3, 4, 5, and you have an extra 3.
I don't think I want doubles this time.
Oh,
so
man.
It doesn't really do anything for me.
Okay, I've got to start using the adventurer to go on that mountain, which means I'm writing a 7 to start off the low number on this little pyramid. That doesn't feel great, but I guess I'm doing it. And that's going to let me go into this mountain. That's a space that lets me circle one of these treasure doublers for a future treasure roll. So that feels good.
So I'm going to go ahead and take a 6 down here.
Oh, I've just been marking with X's there, but I guess however you want to do it, because the number I think doesn't matter.
That's fair.
It matters for determining where to mark, but yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that 6 so that I can go grassland, and I'm going to visit this town.
Oh, you have a town visited already?
Yeah.
Damn, nice. Okay. 2 down, 6 to go for you. All right. Let me roll these dice. Wow, my personal die is a 6 that I have no interest in.
I am taking that 4. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm taking that 4.
I guess I'm throwing that 4 in the coach. I don't know if I'm getting better than that.
So I can go mountains or grassland. Oh, actually, that might be a problem for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna... coachman. Are we going to get our first Sharpie cross out?
No, I'll figure it out. I'll go...
Crossing, like, scribbling out the numbers here is definitely less painful than trying to retcon the arrow you drew, so
this
definitely...
is perfectly fine. I'm just going into yet another... out of my first town.
Oh, nice. Okay, a third direction.
Yep.
Well, I've visited my second town. I got that one in the northeast, and then I think that's the end of that route. It's not going to circle back, so...
Perhaps I'll be a little bit slower to choose my dice this time.
Maybe.
At least evaluate whether or not I can go somewhere with it.
I like a 5. Since I have a 4 on the coach
also
currently.
like a 5. Yep, you know what? 5 it is.
Yeah.
Because I can go and get this double diamond here.
Ooh.
So how does the double diamond thing work again?
That's just for the treasure that the merchant grid gets you. Mm-hmm. That's where you roll the treasure die.
So
and
in
you
the meantime,
can...
I circle this.
Yep, circle it, and then you'll like cross it off when you want to use it to double the value of a treasure die. That's it. It's pretty simple. I am debating whether to take this... A 5 is great for the coachman, and I could go up through the mountains, kind of towards these towns maybe, or I could use the merchant and head south. I think, how can I pass on the 5 for the coachman, which is the next correct number for me to use? So I'll use that and head north from my starting town. Okay. These turns are pretty snappy.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would compare to the full version, which seems to have, like, it has more going on based on the little Kickstarter ad at the bottom.
Right. Snappy's good for rolling right.
I agree.
Keep it moving. Oh, you got a nice 4 going there.
Ooh, but I don't know that I love a 4 here.
Well, you got one.
We're both, I guess I don't have anywhere to sail at the moment. We're both to where whatever we next put in the sailor is going to be treasure points.
Yep.
And so you're looking for like a 10
Another
or 12
10,
next time you use the sailor.
I think I'm going to take a 5 for the adventurer. That's a fine number to start with. There's plenty of numbers higher than 5.
There are. You wrote it on a monster, so you also have to take that
that's right.
as a monster negative points. I'm probably doing the same, taking a 6 on the coachman because I need to go through the grass here. So not exactly the same because I'm using a 6, but yeah, 2 and 4. And that's 6 monster negative points, so you're winning already.
Then I'm going to go here to this desert.
Okay. That was my turn, right? You're up?
I think so, yeah. Oh, big number for you.
I wish I could sail right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't have access to a lake I haven't already been to, and I believe you can't revisit lands you've been to at all. So I think I need the adventurer, and I could do 11 is the lowest number I can do. All right, I'm gonna have to use the merchant. So I will just go ahead and mark this. I'm going to, because I want to use up the column that also has the space that also is in the 3 column, which is potentially my least common. So I'm going to mark off a monster to use the merchant. So I'm going to make my merchant move, keep heading towards this town.
So you're taking 11 monster points?
No, on the merchant board, you roll the die.
Oh.
And that's where the shield lets you re-roll. I don't have any shields, but I'm going to do that, I guess, now while you make your decision.
Yeah, I'm going for the merchant as well, but I'm not taking the monster.
Sure. Okay. It's a 6. Ouch! That's another -6 monster points.
So we don't roll the die for the others. I actually think
correct. No. You definitely...
The shields re-roll, right?
Yeah, but I am confident that I read the rules and it says like that the monsters are the same there.
Okay, fair enough. Then so I took the merchant. Oh, why did I take the merchant? Whatever. I'm gonna go from here to here with the merchant.
Okay. I'm really focusing on one route at a time, which is probably actually not optimal.
I don't know.
Right?
We will find out.
Because realistically, this is going to be a web kind of like yours is,
yeah.
I think. but I'm just not really considering my options as I go all that well. We'll see. Okay, we'll get that out of there. And your roll?
Wait.
Ooh,
that was my roll.
Was it? Okay, that's right. Yeah, because I was looking at it as I only had 11s and 12s available. It's a little tricky to keep that in your head. I guess if we weren't using this dice tower, we could like physically have the dice in front of us. That would help. But who can pass up using the cool dice tower?
We've seen a second dice tower.
You're right. You're right. All right. This one was a gift from my husband. I need a second one. Okay, here we go. Oof.
Ooh.
A white personal die, a 6, and then 2 1s and a 5.
So I guess I'm 6 or 2 for me.
Yeah, and I have 7, which is good for my coachman. So I guess I do that. Yeah, I'm going to use the 6 and a 1 to make a 7.
I'm also going coachman.
That's going to take me up to a town.
It's taking me to a town as well. I'm going to go to this town, though.
And I'm going to get 7 treasure points.
And then I'm getting 6 treasure points.
You're making me second guess that monster roll now. 5 minutes went by since I said I was confident, and now I'm like, how confident am I really? No, yeah. Treasure and monsters work the same. Whenever a player writes a number into one of those spaces, they must also write the same number.
This coachman monster just is pretty brutal.
Yes, this next one is going to be... Unless you just decide to not do the coachman.
I guess it's because of the double.
Yeah, if you can get all the way to this treasure that is going to double like an 11 or a 12 for you, it's worth it. But yeah, that hurts. Okay, I took... Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead. Your white die is a 4, and I just have 6 1 1. Well... Wow, I can't use the merchant. I can only make 2 and 7 here. So I can't use the merchant. I can't use the adventurer or the coachman, and I'm not next to... I think this is a miss for me.
Wow.
I don't see a move.
Brutal.
That is brutal. I would be forced to sail with a 2 on this treasure if I was next to water. Thankfully, I cannot. I would rather take a miss than do that, I think. I'm just double checking my options here, and yeah, that's a miss. Brutal. It also means that I'm now a turn behind on like successfully getting to every town.
I really want to use the merchant more, but it's just not working out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the... I'm going to use the coachman again, I guess, because I can do a 7 here.
I feel like we're both really underutilizing the adventurer, but...
And so, here we go. And I've got my 4th town.
What? Wow. Alright. That's scary. I should probably just get to that town and use it to explore these rather than continue one line here.
Maybe. Maybe you'll get that bonus.
Yeah, your long route is worth quite a few points. 3 points times the length.
Yeah. So far, my longest route is... Does the starting town count?
I think count the number of line segments.
Line segments?
Yeah.
So then 4.
Okay. I have 2... wait. Yeah, I have 2 5-length routes. Or wait. No, sorry. This one's 4, so it's not even my longest yet. But if I were to try to go, this way...
Of course, it won't really matter much if you end the game on misses.
Valid. Yeah. Alright, well, let's just see what I get on the dice. My personal active die is a 2, and then we have 5 5 2.
Damn it, again.
Can you sail? Because that's a great one to sail. Yeah, me neither. I need to get it adjacent to this water so that's an option. I think that's my goal here. So I'm going to take a 10, I think, with the 2 5s and use the merchant. And what I'm going to do right now is start my route south from my starting town. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a 10 for the merchant as well. Unless I do a 7 for the adventurer. You know what? 7 for the adventure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then I'm going to go to this desert.
Okay. We're both exploring the north. No one's really been very far south. All right, roll the dice.
All right. Where will we go this time?
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I had just set myself up to sail, and there's 10.
That's true.
That seems pretty good to me. I think I do it. I'm going to go south into this water, write that 10 on the treasure space on the sailor track, and take those 10 points.
So I'm going to do 10 on the adventure track here, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that also gets you 10.
This doesn't do very much for me, which is unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Doesn't send you somewhere good.
Yeah. I really need grassland right now. So I guess I'm actually going to do the merchant after all. I think 10 down here, maybe?
We both have a lot of real estate left on the merchant. It really was quite a fluke that I got that early miss. It was only that situation where all I rolled was 2s and 7s. Anything else I would have been fine.
Yeah, I'll put a 10 here. And that will let me go into grassland, which I will take here.
Okay. My roll now?
Mm-hmm.
My active die is slightly cocked, but I'm just going to poke it down to be a 4, which is really not a good outcome for me. That does not expand my options. And then we have 2 more 4s and a 6.
So I've got 8 or 10.
And I have the same.
Well, now I can get my 10 for my adventure.
I think it's the 8 in the coachman for me. And that will send me south towards this town, I guess. Okay, your roll. I still haven't gotten my 4th town, and you got yours ages ago. All right.
2, 4, 5.
And you have the extra 2.
Yeah.
A 9 on the adventurer looks fine. Do I like that direction? No. I need this line to go south next. Yeah, I don't like the
4 on the merchant.
Man.
And I'm gonna go here, and I will get my 5th town.
I think I will. I need to travel on grass here because even whether I want to start going this way or get to that town, it's going to be grass. So why don't I use the merchant with a 6, and I'm actually working towards filling out a column for treasure? Let's do that. Because if you're going to just get 3 more towns or 4 more towns, no, you only need 3. If you're going to end the game soon, I need to rack up some treasure points to make up for the lack of towns. But I am getting a town here. I'm going to go into this grass and mark that off.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
I do have one more line than you since you missed.
That's true. Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah, that's the big difference.
1, 1, 4, and then I have a 6. Well, I could do... Oh, man, I don't like it. Tricky. I would really like a shield before I get more monsters. You know, I think I've decided that my long route is actually going to be swinging this up towards this town. And so I'll just go ahead and sail. And then I won't be able to sail again. So I'll write that 2, go there. That's it for me.
I'm taking a 5 on the merchant. And then that is going to let me go into grassland or desert. I'm going to go into this grassland.
Very nice. Expanding on my side of the island, I see.
Mm-hmm. You're coming in to invade my half, so...
Yeah, I guess that's true. Wow!
Some low rolls.
1, 2, 3 on the gray, and on your personal white die, just another 2. Well, it feels like merchant time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a 3, which covers up a monster on my merchant.
Ooh, nice.
So that's a die roll, you said?
Yeah, so roll the blue die, and that'll be minus points for the monster. 5.
Damn. And then I think I have to roll it again for a treasure.
Did you? Oh, yeah, you also got the treasure for that row. Yeah, you sure did.
This will be the low. Yeah,
that's 4. A 4. You may double it if you want with the
No, I won't. Well, 4 is above average.
Up to you. Meanwhile, I am just going to take a 5, work towards this 11 row on the merchant.
The treasure doublers only work for the merchant, right?
Yes. Yeah, just for the blue symbols that mean you're rolling the die.
Yeah, I'll double it. I don't know if... it's hard to know if I'm going to get another opportunity. So there's my 8.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, and then I have an extra 2. I like 9 with the coachman.
I also like 9. Oh, the coachman.
Oh, you know what? I think I just like the 8 on the adventurer and get through this desert.
I'm taking 9 on the adventurer. Yeah, fine. Whatever. I marked it. 9 on the adventurer. Coming into this mountain range. All right.
Okay. I don't feel like the shields are worth going out of your way for.
I don't think that they are.
Just re-rolling a treasure or monster die, like it might not even...
Re-rolling is not a power, my friend.
Okay, geez, just a 1, 2, 3 for me, and you have a 6. That incredibly expands your options compared to mine.
It does.
I'm going to have to use the merchant here.
I think I might choose to use the merchant here. I don't have a re-roll or a doubler anymore, but... I still think it's worth doing. Oh, here's a question.
Yep.
If I'm using the merchant to go here...
You want to know, can you immediately use that?
Does that unlock before or after I resolve my bonuses?
You know what? It feels like a minor enough thing that I'm not going to check the rules and just say you can use it.
Right.
Because allowing
that feels like more in the spirit of...
Allowing combos to work is generally something that...
Alright, so then that's what I'm going to do. 9 here, which goes here, which circles this. And now I'll roll, in tradition, I'll roll the monster first again.
It's a 6. The monster dice have been brutal.
I need that shield.
Yeah. Turns out maybe we do need the rerolls.
Rolling treasure. Oh, not on camera, I think.
No, it's on camera. Yeah.
And I guess I'll just double that again. So I come out with a net positive of 2 points. It's not great.
It's funny. I'm so torn on merchant strategies. Like, I want to get some treasure so that if the game ends, I've gotten the treasure. But also, each time you complete a row or column, that's a number you can no longer use ever again on the merchant.
Yeah.
So that makes me want to, like, take the 4 up here. That keeps my options wider. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 4 with a 1 and a 3 and travel through the grass here. Let's keep that line moving. Okay. My roll?
It's your roll.
Yeah.
Because I had all those... Oh, no.
What?
No, nothing.
3, 5, 6 for you, and I also have a 1, which
3, 5, 6.
I like. Do I want the adventurer here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing adventurer.
I like the adventurer, because I can write this 11 in my treasure space.
That's nice.
That feels great.
Oh, I should have done coachman. God damn it. Oh, it's fine. So I've got an 8 monster.
Oh boy. Okay.
Why did I do that? That's dumb. I'm not.
If you want to change that to a, what's the lowest number you can write?
It's permanent marker. I should have just done it here as an 8, because that's what I need there anyway. But it doesn't matter. I did what I did, so now I'm gonna live with it. And since I'm using the adventurer, or just the fucking merchant would have been fine. Okay, I'm gonna go into this desert. Yeah, I'm not good at this game. It's just that I'm not thinking about my moves. I'm just doing them.
You know, that's the on-camera playthrough way, though. No one wants to watch people sit quietly and think. All right. I appreciate it.
It's more fun to watch me make mistakes, probably, anyway.
Exactly.
What do you think about that?
That looks like a reroll to me. It's cocked on, like, its corner. Okay. 2, 2, 5, and that 3 is yours, right?
Yes.
Okay. What am I doing with a 7 or a 4? Okay. What do I still need to do? I need to get up to these. I need to get to these 3 towns. Going through grass, getting to that town feels pretty good. So let me...
I'll just do 4 over here.
I'm going to take a merchant 4. And I guess we're getting later and later into the game. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this row. Roll the treasure die. This is my first time. Oh, no, I rolled this as a monster die. Here we go. For treasure, it's a 4. I'm going to be greedier than you. I'm not going to double it.
Okay.
I'm going to just write a 4.
All right.
Okay.
Was that my roll or yours?
That was your roll.
All right.
2, 3, 5, and a personal 6. I can make a 9 here for the coachman. I think I like that.
I need to use my coachman 8 at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a 9 on the coachman.
I'll go here
and move
and get
on.
city or town number 6.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Although now I'm splitting my attention, and am I not gonna get any down before you're done? Let me glance at your board here for a second. Okay. Oh, you're not very close at all to this town. Like you're
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 moves.
Yeah.
And I guess you're even further from this one. Okay. You're not imminently gonna end the game on me.
I'm not imminently ending the game. Yes.
That's good. If anything, I think I can end the game in as fewer moves that you can.
It's possible.
If I get,
I've
perfect rolls.
I've had a couple of small departures going inefficiently because of the die rolls or because I was going after diamonds.
Yeah, well, that's what you want in a roll and write, is for the dice to sometimes force you to improvise.
Wait, yours or mine?
That was my roll, so you're up. Whoa, so actually, in this case, re-roll all of those gray dice.
Not the white?
I think not the white.
I don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this then.
Perfect. 5, 5, 3, and a 3. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and use my 10.
I was just looking at that and thinking, has he done his
so let's get
sailor
that treasure. And I think I'm going this way for it.
I think I am going to 10 coachmen. That's on a monster, but unless I stop using the coachman, period, I can't do any better. Wow, okay, so I've already skipped all the numbers I can skip on this row. So I need to go 10, 11, 12 if I want the coachman treasure. So I could stop entirely, or I can just plan on definitely getting access to a 12 soon. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the 10 monster penalty, and I'm going to... You know what? I was trash-talking the shields, but I'm going to go for it this time and get a shield. So we can use that to re-roll a monster or a treasure die. I'm not sure what the, flavor of using a shield to find better treasure is. Is it a digging implement also?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 1, 6, and I also have a 2.
So I've got 2 or 7. That's not a lot of options.
Yeah.
Notably, the merchant is unavailable to me.
I need to go through desert. So I'm going to go ahead and use the adventurer and put an 8 there, using my 2 and the 6.
I'm taking on a 7 monster, apparently. It's not really what I wanted, but that's what I got.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going into this desert.
I haven't hit all the monsters on the adventurer track yet. Maybe I should just stop on the adventurer. Unless I get a 2 or something to put there.
All set?
Yeah, roll me a 2.
No.
Ooh. Yeah, those are not low numbers. 1, 5, 6, and you have a 4.
I don't think I'm going to use the 4, though, because I got an 11 treasure here if I can use the... Oh, but I can't use the adventurer. Damn it.
Oh, that's not the terrain you want?
It is not.
I like the grass from the coachman, and that's an 11, so I'm definitely taking the coachman. And I'll get to this town, I think. Just get that one done. I've been to 6 now.
Merchant is probably what I... Oh, I guess I could use the coachman, but that's a monster.
Yeah, it's a junction where you have to decide whether you're going to continue using it.
I'll do it. Why not? 9. I got a lot of monster points, man.
Yeah, you sure do. Oh wow, that's the result of Wow, I'm sure that's picking up on audio. A helicopter is
100%.
mildly shaking my house. That's great. Sorry about the audio. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just stop taking the adventurer anymore. We'll see. If I get a really low number that I want, it'll be worth it. But how much more do I have to go through? Like, Coachman's... The adventurer is my only way through mountains, but I don't need to go through very many more mountains.
That's a good point. As soon as you fill one of your people, it becomes a little... Oh, you are... You can just start accelerating the game end if you get another coachman.
That's true, isn't it?
I don't know that you want that.
If I get a double 12 treasure, though, then
true.
maybe I do want that.
Maybe.
I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. First,
yeah.
I got to roll a 12. Here we go. Let's get 2 6s. That's not it. A 1, 2, 6, and then I have a 3.
So I can do 8.
That is a low number like I was talking about. But I think I want to just complete some more merchant treasures using like a 4. I'm going to put a 4 here and go through the grass.
I am hitting my 7th town.
Now I'm going to go through the desert here. Your 7th town. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. You got 5 moves either way you go to your final town. All right.
Assuming I don't take a departure to get some nice sweet gems there.
Assuming that, yeah.
Which you could do.
Yeah. Take your time.
Will you your roll?
No. I think that was my. So it's yours now.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me some 6s. Hey!
Oh, no.
You've done it. You have gifted me a 12. I've got to take it. 12 on the ×2 treasure spot is 24 treasure points. And I will just have the coachman drive me through the grass.
Well, I can at least take the 12 for the adventurer.
And yeah, now that I have finished 2...
And then I'll go here and get my last double treasure.
Ooh, nice. I'm double checking that rule about missing. You may choose to mark a miss roll on your turn instead of using companion travel, but only after they've completely filled 2 companions. Okay, yeah. And the sailor is, even though it's a small companion, it's as much a companion as the others, I think. So I could do that. And I'm not going to sit here doing the math on who's winning. But I think it might be me. I don't know. We'll see how good this roll looks. I'm going to be really judgmental about which rolls I want to accept versus just take the miss.
I'm just watching myself make mistakes.
It happens, but
it does.
you know, I've ever since I've heard it on, I think the podcast is so very wrong about games. Like, it's been a mantra of mine when I make mistakes that mistakes make interesting game states. Like, when you make a mistake, you have created a challenge for yourself that you wouldn't have had to have fun overcoming otherwise.
Fair enough.
It's a good thing, right? 1, 3, 4, and I have another 4. I don't think that's low enough to use my adventurer. Do I want to miss, or do I want to take the merchant and get a monster and a treasure? I mean, I get so many more points from this move that I think I take it. I'm going to use a 4, complete this merchant column. So while you're thinking, I'm going to roll a... Oops, I'm sorry, I totally just moved the dice. I hope you had picked a number.
I did.
Okay. And then I'm going to roll... This is for my monster. It's a 6. Let's use a shield. I'm going to re-roll that because I got a shield. A 5.
Okay.
All right. Shield was worth 1 point.
There you go.
And now I've also completed a column, so I'm going to roll for the treasure. It's a 4. You know, now that I'm talking about ending the game, I will just use my doubler. Make that an 8. You're still sitting on at least 1 doubler?
I got my last doubler.
Okay.
Just the last round. Yeah.
I don't have any, and I don't see myself grabbing anymore, so...
Really?
All right, go ahead.
Let's get some big numbers here. That'll do.
That is big. You have access to a 12 if you want it. Oh, it doesn't look like you want it. No. I have a 3, 5, and a 6.
Not particularly.
6 would give me another monster treasure combo, but now that I have no way to manipulate those dice, getting a monster and a treasure is like not particularly appealing. Let me...
I'm going to go ahead and do...
I don't like it. I'm going to take a miss.
You know what? I'm going to do an... No, he doesn't do anything for me. I don't need these terrain. Well, that's great. Okay, so I'm then going to do a 9 here so that I get a treasure.
That grid, with you writing numbers in it, really is starting to look like Sudoku.
Just very bad.
Yeah, really bad Sudoku.
So with that 9, I can go plains or desert, so I will go to this desert. And then I'm
treasure.
Treasure die.
A 2?
Well, I don't
you want
really
to double
feel
it?
like doubling that.
All right.
All right, there we go.
And just to make sure it got your attention, I took my second miss.
Yeah.
So I can end the game at will here. Because, yeah, it wasn't even really that I was trying to rush the game over 2 turns there. It's just that I had no good moves. That was your roll, right?
I think so.
Okay,
Yes.
so this one's mine. 1, 2, 3, and myself has a 3. I mean, so if I want to take the adventurer, I don't think I have good moves here. I'm just gonna end it.
Right.
Yeah. So
it doesn't really matter.
get as many points as you can here. I mean, it only doesn't matter if you have no chance of winning, which we haven't done the math on that.
Well, no. I mean, I don't think I can get points, right? From placing this because I'm not 1 away from
completing a row or column.
2 away in this column.
I see. Yeah.
2, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to think long term.
Right. And then in terms of places to go, does a shield give you me anything if I get it?
Not points. I think the main way you can squeeze more points out, other than get to a town, is extend your longest route.
Right. That would do it. So let's see. What is my longest route? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Definitely that one.
So yeah, well, because it's a continuation of this.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, that's really long.
Yes.
Oh, is it going to have been a mistake to end the game? I didn't realize
Perhaps.
you have such a long route.
So
oh no.
I will go ahead and put a 3 in here. Doesn't really matter which spot. And just continue into the desert.
All right.
So let's total it up.
That's gonna be it. Yeah. So it's pretty simple. It's your number of towns times 5. So I'm getting 30 town points.
And I'm getting 35.
Your 3 points for each length in your longest route, and mine is 7, so that's 21 points for me, which I thought was pretty good. And then what are you doing?
13, 14, 15, 16,
Holy
17.
shit!
17 times 3.
51?
Yep.
Oh no! Well, I've also got you beat on treasure, I think.
do.
Yeah. So we're adding up our treasure. Forgive us for some quiet on the video as we do simple arithmetic in our heads. I have 65 treasure points by my math.
I had 44.
Okay, that helps.
And then monster points, this is where I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, so minus 12, 22, 27. Minus 27. Okay. And then, you know what? I would rather be the guy who uses a calculator than make an arithmetic mistake on YouTube that people have to correct. So I am going to...
I believe I'm at 40 monster points.
That's pretty bad. I got minus 27.
Yeah, I think you beat me.
That gap is not huge. It's going to be close. Yeah, so I've got 30 for towns, 21 for route, 65 for treasure, and minus 27 for monsters. My score is 89. You want to read off yours to me?
35.
Okay, 35.
Plus 51.
51.
Plus
okay.
44.
44 and
Minus 40.
You have 90.
90.
That's
wow.
a 1-point game.
It should have been a 3-point game if I'd used my treasure. But
that's true. If you had doubled that too. Yeah.
All right.
Imagine if I had beaten you by 2.
By 1 point or 2 points, yeah.
Wow. I can't believe how close that was.
Yeah, that was really close. Especially with the points coming from vastly different places.
I truly thought that I was winning by a lot, and I just didn't want to kind of be the dick that's like, okay, I'm winning, let's end it. Like, I feel like that is... At least I feel like when a game gives me the opportunity to like end it while people are still trying to finish the things that they've set out to do, it makes me feel like a dick. So I partly was tempted, or I was tempted not to end it, just to not be a dick. But it turns out my dickiness screwed me in the end.
It did. Yeah. It did.
Well, this was cool.
It was, yeah. I liked it. I think the choice... I mean, obviously, as I mentioned, I was making a lot of mistakes just because I had so many opportunities to put a 10 in here, queuing myself up for an 11 or 12,
right.
And I never... Right. I just kept not doing it, which was a terrible mistake.
And that's what... Ultimately, that's what made it remotely close, was that I got the 24 there, which took a sequence of... Because I skipped 2 and 3, I had to get the perfect run of numbers, which I did over the course of the game.
But yeah, the kind of route planning and... sort of adapting to the dice in this game. This is really clever. I like it.
Yeah, and I would not say that this free print and play preview has a lot of replay value. Sure. I'm not sitting here thinking like, oh yeah, I'm going to bust this out every week, because it would be the same every time. But in the full version, that would have a lot of different maps, I think, a lot of different companions that you mix and match.
I think being able to mix and match companions would be massive. Like, these are really interesting, and I don't know what other sort of mechanics they'll have, but I would definitely be interested in trying it.
I think if there's a complaint about the ones that they put on here, it was that 2 companions kind of cared about like lower or like sequences of numbers in a way that was kind of samey. They weren't the same, but I don't know what the other companions are like. I wish that they had put in 2 that were more different from one another there. But yeah, cool. Thank you for the game.
Yeah, thank you for teaching.
My pleasure. Thank you for watching. And like I said, we've been on a roll and write kick. So check out the channel, subscribe while you're here, and stick around for our Welcome to the Moon campaign. I'm going to be, I don't know if it'll be with Josh, but checking out some of the other postmark roll and writes that we haven't gotten to the channel yet. That kind of stuff. So join us for that. And I'm not here to plug a Wayfarer's Tale Kickstarter, but if you want to, you can check that out. They have a Kickstarter coming later this year being 2024. All right.
You're not here to plug it, but you're going to plug it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying go back it.
You're not here to not plug it.
I don't know. It's literally something that I should put more thought into. Especially in this case, like, they didn't send this to me. This is a free print and play. I have no obligation. But also, if the viewer thought it was interesting, I'm also of service to them by saying, what's the next steps? So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, should I shill Kickstarters or not? and I'd love the feedback. All right, we're going to get out of here before all this airplane noise, until the plane crashes into the house at the rate it's sounding like. I don't know why I'm tripping here. Till next time, be optimal. Bye.